I was searching for my keys in Sarah's purse, a routine chore on a quiet Saturday morning, when my fingers touched something unfamiliar, a small box of condoms. My heart stopped. We hadn't used them in years. Not since Mia, our 8-year-old, was born. Sarah was at the grocery store, and Mia was at soccer practice with her grandparents, leaving me alone with the evidence of her betrayal. I sat on the couch, staring at the box, feeling the weight of our 9-year marriage begin to collapse. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I pulled our wedding photo from a drawer, a smiling moment from a decade ago, and slipped it into her purse where the condoms had been. A silent message she couldn't ignore. I'd suspected something for months. Sarah's late nights at work, her guarded phone, the way she mentioned Derek, her coworker, with a casual tone that felt forced. I'd brushed it off, telling myself I was imagining things, but the condoms were undeniable. I thought of Mia, her laughter at soccer games, the life we'd built together. The betrayal wasn't just Sarah's, it was a crack in everything I valued. I didn't want to yell or fight. I wanted her to feel the weight of what she'd done. The photo, with our vows etched into memory, was my way of saying, "This is what you're throwing away." When Sarah came home, arms full of grocery bags, she didn't notice my silence at first. I watched her unpack, waiting for the moment she'd reach into her purse. It came an hour later when she grabbed her wallet. Her hand froze as she pulled out the photo instead of the condoms. Her eyes widened, flicking toward me, panic setting in. "Tom," she began, her voice shaking, but I stopped her. "Found something interesting in there," I said, calm but sharp. "Care to explain?" Her face paled, and for the first time in months, she had no excuse ready. "It's not what you think," she said, her voice breaking. The lie was thin. I leaned back, the photo resting on the coffee table between us. "Then what is it?" I asked. "Because we don't use those, Sarah, not with each other." She sank onto the couch, tears rising, and confessed. Derek. A few times. A mistake she claimed meant nothing, though it meant everything. I thought of Mia, her trust in us, and how Sarah's choice threatened to shatter her world. "You brought this into our home," I said, pointing at the photo. "You broke this." I didn't stay that night. I packed a bag, kissed Mia's soccer ball for luck while she was still with her grandparents, and drove to a motel. Sarah's texts flooded my phone. Apologies, promises to end it with Derek, pleas for me to come back. I didn't reply. The wedding photo had been my message, a quiet but brutal reminder of what she'd betrayed. I thought of our early years, how Sarah used to laugh with me, not at me. Now her affair with Derek, a man I'd met at office parties, smiling and shaking hands, stained every memory. Later, I checked our shared cloud account and found deleted texts from Derek, recovered only because I knew her password. They were planning a weekend away, assuming I'd be out of town. Each message reopened the wound, but I saved them. I wasn't sure if I'd need them for court or just to remind myself why I couldn't stay. The condoms were bad enough, but the lies and planning broke me. I thought of Mia's soccer games, her grin when we cheered together, and vowed to protect her from this mess no matter what. Sarah showed up at the motel the next day, eyes red, begging for a chance to explain. "I was stupid," she said, clutching the wedding photo I'd left in her purse. "I love you, Tom." But love wasn't enough. Not after she chose Derek, chose to hide condoms in her purse like I didn't matter. "You replaced me," I said steadily. "That photo is all you've got left of us." She sobbed, but I didn't reach for her. Her betrayal had shattered years of trust, and I didn't know if it could be rebuilt. That weekend, I took Mia to her soccer game. Her chatter was a lifeline through the pain. Sarah stayed away, giving me space, though I knew she was unraveling. Friends started texting, sensing something was wrong, but I kept it private. The wedding photo had done its job. It stopped her lies cold and forced her to face what she'd done. I didn't know whether I'd file for divorce or try counseling for Mia's sake, but I knew I couldn't live with someone who carried condoms for another man. At the game, Mia scored, her smile lighting up the field. I cheered, heart heavy but firm. Sarah's affair had broken me, but I wouldn't let it break Mia. The photo in her purse was my line in the sand, a reminder of vows she'd broken. I would protect my daughter and rebuild my life, with Sarah or without her. The betrayal was a wound, but my response, quiet and deliberate, showed her what she'd lost, and I'd make sure she never forgot it. As I drove Mia home, her laughter filling the car, I felt a flicker of strength. Sarah's condoms had been her secret. My wedding photo was her reckoning. I didn't know what came next, but I'd face it for Mia, for the man I still wanted to be. Sarah's betrayal had cost her our trust, maybe our family, and I'd let her live with that truth, one painful day at a